everybody, welcome back. I want to let you know where we're at. So I've got my speed control, and this weekend I installed a capacitor pack. You can see it way back there. This is the orientation of the speed control, how we're going to mount it. I put it on 2 rails. I haven't glued them in yet. I'm going to round the front edges off on those so it looks a little bit nicer. I had to extend the motor wires to make it fit in this configuration, and it's only about maybe 2.5 inches, so it's negligible, but and I know the preference isn't to not do that, but this is what we had to do. Alright, and so I also ripped out the wiring that I had going to the back because there was some concern that it could possibly, the way that I glued it together, cause itself some damage or whatever. So I might do the exact same thing, but just get some more flexible glue. I mean, this is with the, well, it's actually starting to come unglued now, but this is with the CA, which that might cause some issues down the road. So I'll use some more flexible glue for that. So what I'm working on right now is that, and before I glue the rails in place, I wanted to make sure that I could get to all of the screws you can see down there in the bottom left of the screen, because I need to be able to take this out if something goes wrong. So that's about the approximate position that we want. But before I glue everything in, because I'm going to glue it in with it screwed to the rails just so everything's lined up just right, I need to attach my battery wires. Where'd they go? So I found them. Anyway, when I built this, I don't know if I ever showed you guys this or not. So this is so that we can wire our 2 6-cell batteries into one 12-cell. And so what I did, so that you don't accidentally plug anything into the wrong things, I use these connectors here. I forget what they're called, but they're basically like the Hobby King connectors, and it's almost like a bullet inside there. But anyway, so that way you don't screw up your polarity. And then the side that connects to the ESC, I used I think there's 6.5 millimeter bullets, so it'd be very difficult to hook this up backwards. So anyways, safety first. Alright, so what I was getting at is that I'm going to have to plug these in to the ESC wires that are way back there. They don't have insulation on them just yet because I just resoldered everything, but I'll connect that up, run it through right there, and so basically our battery wires will be ready to go at all times, and all we'll have to do is plug in our batteries. And then you'll also notice I took the heat shrink off. I need that extra space that the heat shrink wasn't allowing for, and they're actually plenty rigid right now. You can barely see it, but I've got that really thin plexiglass right here so that they hold their shape. Another thing I didn't share last time was I put Velcro to give it a little bit more stability in there. So that's what we've got going on. Alright, I'm going to work on gluing the ESC in, and I'll catch you on the next video. Actually, before I go, here's a close-up of the ESC with the capacitor pack built in. So just basically need to solder it there and there. You just cut the insulation off the outside of the ESC wires that go to the battery, and then just solder the pack straight on there. So pretty straightforward. So, but I thought might have some fun with the blowtorch here while I put on the heat shrink. So let's get going. so we'll use blue. Okay, there we go. Got a little bit close on the red one there, but at least now we're safe and we can hook everything up the way that we need to. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Actually, we are now going to shape these a little bit nicer, so okay, so now we've got that, which looks a little bit nicer, doesn't it? So I'll just lightly sand this down a little bit so we don't have this kind of flashing type stuff here. Alright, so let's mount it in the plane and see what that looks like. Okay, so you can kind of see we've got our rounded corners on the front of our little mounting brackets for the ESC, and then the nice thing about that is it will allow airflow almost around the entire body. It's not sitting on anything. It's got airflow on basically all sides. The other nice thing about this is we can now run the motor wires back under the middle there, so that's kind of nice too. So alright, I'm just going to test a few more things as far as fitting or whatnot. I need to make one more motor wire extension, and we'll hook that all up and we'll have that aspect of it done. So once that's done, then we can start on things like, because I was kind of plotting, scheming how I was going to do that in the first place, but then we can start doing things like the canopy hinges and all that fun stuff. So, alright, I think this is actually the end of the video now. I will see you guys next time.